past couple of days now. Um, People starting to sleep and forget about Vladdy Jr. a little bit because I still view this guy as a premier bat in the league. I think he just battled some injuries last year, but he's only a couple years removed off of an MVP year at his like age 21, 22 season. He's still in, his youth years of his career, but I don't know. I kind of feel like he's already kind of being pushed off the shelf a little bit. Um, Seen him slipping down here by names around like JT Remuto. No disrespect to JP Crawford. I love JP Crawford, but JP Crawford, um, Dansby Swanson. What's your opinion on Vladdy?
I like him. I do agree that there was some kind of injury that was getting
No,
him last year.
yeah. I looked up his injury history from last season. It was like 3 or 4 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And none of it ever seemed to be like any like crazy major injury.
no.
It was just like a bunch of minor little things that compounded together
He was still
because,
playing too. I think he was still
yeah,
playing in like 150 games or whatever it was. He was just playing through it.
156 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Home runs dropped for the third year in a row, down to 26. I mean, essentially his career low. He had 15 in his rookie year in 123 games. We don't count the COVID year, but 26, down 6 from last year, which is down freaking 22 from 2 years ago. But there was so much stuff that he did that was still so good that the production should have been there.
Exactly.
The 92-mile-an-hour average exit velocity is still elite. 11% barrel rate is elite. His hard hit rate was just shy of 50%. Elite. His expected batting average last year was 291. That was the second highest of his career. His expected slugging last year was 494. That is the second highest of his career. His expected weighted on base average was 374 last year. That was the second highest of his career. So he had the second highest of his career in all of these expected metrics. His
With
batting ball
injuries,
profile
yeah.
was so good, and the injuries just zapped his power, which sucks. Like the home run hitting power, I should say, which
Mm-hmm.
sucks.
And for such a position prone to strikeouts, he doesn't really do that. He's
Mm-hmm.
never really struck out. I don't think above 20% in his career. I could be wrong on that.
Nope, not even
But
close, actually.
yeah, I think he's usually having around that 15% mark, 17%. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I have always viewed him as definitely as a premier player in the league, but I don't know if his defensive metrics really bring his WAR down and stuff like that. Defensive metrics, I don't know. They're kind of tough to really analyze and get a grip on. They're kind of weird, but
Yeah.
I still view Vladdy as one of the premier players in the league, and he's still only 24 years old.
ATC does have Vladdy projected to hit 280 this year with 31 dingers, 98 RBI, and my favorite, 6 steals. The big man can move.
Moving, big boy.
So combined, they have him for, was that 64 extra base hits this year while hitting 280. That's first or second round output from a fantasy baseball standpoint. And he's going a little later than that, I believe, currently. So it is weird to say that there's value in a guy that is getting drafted fairly early, but there is some value there because he is a prime bounce back candidate for this season. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he is very good. Don't let the 26 home runs from last year fool you. He's better than a 26 home run hitter.